She's 17, so Anne Flores can't legally buy a cigarette in Washington, D.C., but she has legally been exposed to nicotine for at least 12 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week, since the age of 13 each summertime. And now she's on Capitol Hill demanding change.
I'm here so that they will raise the age because it's the 21st century. We should not have 12-year-olds working in fields.
Like the children interviewed by Human Rights Watch in their new report, she describes tough conditions in the tobacco fields of North Carolina.
Throughout the day while we were working, I would start to feel nauseous, and I would get bumps on my skin from the tobacco, and I just get dizzy, and it's just a really bad place to be in. Sometimes there are rows that are maybe twice my height. So you're in between 2 rows and you're just suffocating from all the heat.
The 2 largest tobacco companies in the US, Altria and R.J. Reynolds, no longer hire under 16s. But HRW says no children under 18 should be exposed to tobacco and pesticides as their bodies develop. Both companies do require children under 18 not to engage in hazardous work, quote, as defined by US regulations. The problem is US regulations are very weak. They allow children as young as 12 to work without protection from tobacco and pesticides. Moreover, all agricultural workers in the US have no federal right to organize or collectively bargain. Neither Altria or R.J. Reynolds responded to our request for comment.
None of the companies have policies sufficient to protect all children from hazardous work in tobacco farming. We need the strength of law so that we're not leaving it up to the companies to monitor piecemeal policies.
In fact, companies like Japan Tobacco International do have more stringent child labor standards in the rest of the world. Just not here in the US, where the company that produces international brands like Winston, Camel, B&H and Silk Cut defers to US law. JTI didn't respond to my specific question as to why children in the US didn't need the same protection as kids elsewhere in the world. But the Obama administration appears to agree that things are just different here in the US. Under pressure from farm lobbies, it withdrew proposed regulations on agricultural child labor and said it respected what it called the rural way of life. Shia Bertansi, Al Jazeera, Washington.